Today, I'm going to show you how to make the easiest deli-style coleslaw, perfect for your summer barbecues. The first and most important ingredient you're going to need is a cabbage. This is a green cabbage. I do recommend this over a Napa cabbage. We're just going to pull those outer layer leaves off. They're kind of beat up and dirty. The Napa cabbage, the leaves aren't really made up well for the shredding purposes. The green cabbage is more leaf-like, lettuce-like, so it shreds beautifully. Once we start by cutting these in half, we're going to take out that core. That core is not very nice for making coleslaw or really anything with it. Just kind of do a triangular cut and pop that right out. Once we get that out of both sides, we're going to cut these into quarters, which is going to make it a little easier to process these. We are going to have to run them through a mandolin, and most mandolins are not super large. So as you can see here, 1/4 is all that really fits on there. We're running this through the thinnest side. I definitely recommend using the guard because this cabbage will slip, but that's what we're looking for right there. It's very thin, it's very fine, perfect for a coleslaw. If you want a little thicker, go right ahead. After I get that full head of cabbage nice and mandolin, I'm going to put in a little bit of carrot, for a pop of color, a little bit of crunch and textural difference. Add anything else that you really want to it. If you like other things in your coleslaw, go right ahead. But the way I like to process this into it is to just use the peeler and get those nice kind of thin sheets, and then just cut them into nice, very thin slices. This will just make it very easy to fold into the cabbage, and they won't stick out like huge pieces. Once we get those in, I used about half a carrot. We're going to go ahead and make a brine. This is what really makes this kind of like a very good deli style coleslaw. We're going to do 1/3 of a cup of sugar, 1/3 of a cup of water, 1/3 of a cup of distilled white vinegar, around 3 tablespoons of a vegetable oil. Then we're going to add in 1 or 2 tablespoons of salt. You can add in more later. A little bit of white pepper, and then we're going to grate in almost half of an onion. I used about 3/4 of this. You want around half a cup of onion, but you want to really use your box grater to almost turn this into just like onion puree liquid. That's what you're looking for right there. And once you get that fully in, that's your brine. That's what makes macaroni salads great, coleslaw, potato salad. This brine is what will add all the flavor and make it like a really good deli style coleslaw. And now we're going to pour that right over it. We're going to mix that really kind of thoroughly through it, and then we're just going to cover this and put this into the fridge. You can let it sit for 24 hours. I'm going to let this go for about 12 hours because I feel like that's kind of the point where you really don't notice as much keeping it in that extra 12 hours. And here we are, 12 hours later. You can see it doesn't really absorb it like a pasta salad will, so there is going to be liquid left on the bottom. We're going to strain all of that out right now before we add in any mayo, so I'm just going to throw that into a strainer. I'm going to try to push a bunch of it out with a fork or a spatula, but then we're going to let gravity do the rest. I'm going to throw it back into that bowl and just let it sit there for around 10 or 15 minutes to really drain more. Here we are 10 minutes later, and you can see a good amount of liquid did continue to come out. I do like to then dab it with a little bit of a paper towel just to get that last layer of liquid, and then just add in mayo. This isn't an amount that I'm going to tell you. Add it until the point where you're comfortable with it. Some people like this really mayo-y, some want barely any in there, so just look for the consistency that you're used to. I'm going to season it a little more because it needed a tiny bit more salt. Other than that salt, just add in mayo until you get the consistency you're looking for, and that's it. You've made your coleslaw. I'm just going to throw this now into a quart container. If you let this sit in your fridge for another day, those flavors will continue to come together real nicely. As you can see, this is just a simple recipe, so easy to bring to a barbecue. You just need to know a day in advance if you got to make it, but it doesn't take a lot of effort. And look at how beautiful that looks. You get that little pop of color and texture from the carrot. This is delicious. Give it a try.